Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. And in this video, we are going to take a look at the Bitcoin chart and the overall crypto market space as a whole. Because, you know, some people are still wondering, are we bearish? Are we bullish? Are we going down? Are we going up? I'm going to try and help you answer the questions and show you what I see in these charts. There's a lot to show you. If this sounds interesting to you, please drop that like, give me a subscribe, and I will dive into this. But before I do so, I need to let you know, I am not a financial advisor. These are just my own personal opinions on the market. So please always do your research before you invest your money. That being said, if you haven't already checked it, check this one here. It's a video of me. See me. You know, it's like my little crypto therapy videos that I like to do. Drop it out there, make you feel good, you know, smile and all sorts. But no, I spoke about something really interesting in this one, and it was talking about the stages of where we are in the crypto space right now. Like, are we in this euphoric stage? Are we in this capitulation stage? And understanding where we are in the crypto market. Because once you understand where we are, you can then obviously work towards achieving your goals better. And I think that, yeah, I think you should check it out. And I'm going to take you through that and sort of use that mindset with this video. So, you know, Bitcoin has been facing this, it's been facing this critical line here, as you see on the RSI, a trend line, which is basically showing that it's having heavy resistance. Every time it tries to break it, it resists and it falls down and it resists and it resists. And I believe that once we break this line, we are going to see an absolute explosive move up for Bitcoin. And I also think it's going to drag the market with it. I think altcoins are really going to explode. But, you know, you can see here that it's been in this area for the longest period of time. And I'm looking at this on the daily chart, right? The daily time frame. I'm going to switch it to a week in a second so you can see what I see. And I've got the Williams alligator on as well, because it's been powerful to let me know when, you know, when we're in a downtrend or when the trend is changing to an uptrend. And you can always tell by this because you see the William alligator lines curl up, and then, you know, the green comes below, and then price action is below the green. And the same usually works the other way around when the price action is above the green. You can see here, right, in the prior trend, it just, you know, we saw some curl action here with the alligator, and then prices was above the green. So it's a very powerful tool to use. If you want to get it, you can grab it up. Just type in alligator when you search here in indicators and stuff, or Williams, or I usually type alligator, if I can spell it right. A-L-L, Williams alligator, there you go. And yeah, so that's why I'm using that. But let's just take a quick look at the weekly time frame, because when you want to understand where you are in the trend, sometimes it makes it's a good step to sort of increase the time zone or time frame. So, because, you know, for me, I'm a long-term investor, so having it on a longer time frame, you can get a better picture of everything. I'm going to turn off the Williams alligator and turn on this, and this is the 55-day moving average. And the reason why I use this one, or EMA, estimated moving average, the reason I use the 55 is because it's the lowest indicator moving average of the ribbon, because you can get this ribbon of multiple lines, and it shows, and the lowest one is on the ribbon is this one here, the 55. And I think that this has been the most critical indicator for Bitcoin holding support on the weekly chart. And you can see it here. You know, it did break below a few times, but it wicked back up. And even recently, the last day or two, you know, Bitcoin's price fell below and it's wicked back up, and it's holding incredible support on this 55 weekly moving average. Don't know if I'm saying daily, I mean weekly. But yeah, you know, if Bitcoin is to break this, then we may see further downside action. I'm hoping that Bitcoin can pull through. And, you know, from looking at the RSI, that Bitcoin is coiling up for a massive move. And I don't know if it is to the upside or the downside. If it is to the upside, you're really going to see Bitcoin probably set a new all-time high. You know, break above what it did before up here, which was the 63,000-ish, 64, and it might end up setting a new all-time high should it break it. You know, should this RSI line get broken. But, you know, if it comes down, I'm looking for these levels here. You know, the 24K was the first one. Is this 24.5, 25,000? That sort of level there, because that was I believe it was the 100 day. That was the next support level. Let me just quickly switch this so you can see. Oops. I believe it's the 100 day. That would have been the next support level there, as you see. And then this one down here is the 200. I can probably change this to a red if you like. So, you know, that's like at the lowest that I'm sort of looking for as support for Bitcoin. And that goes down to roughly 16K, maybe even lower. It could probably go to 14K. I don't know. Just that's the sort of levels that I'm looking for. But yeah, that's that. But how long did it take for Bitcoin? I'm just going to zoom this back out now so we can see everything. How long did it take for Bitcoin to go from its last cycle, the lowest of the lowest, to its highest? And I'm going to show you that because people don't really understand and look at things like this. And I like to look at it and really get a good clear picture. So if we zoom this out, this was 2017's bull run, and you can take this any way you want, but I'm just going to measure it from, you know, so after 2013 it had this massive drop here. That was the lowest of this entire bear market, right? And then this was the highest. How long did it take from here to here? Well, let's measure it out. If you measure from here to here, it took roughly 1,060. You can call it 1,066 days if you like. 1,066 days to go from the lowest of this last cycle to the top of the cycle of 2017, 2018. So when you know, now we've got a good little understanding of how long a cycle can usually take. Because some people think, you know, you've come into this game, you've seen the prices rise over the last month or two or five months, and you think, we're in a bull market. But you need to understand, we've been in a bull market for the longest time. And, you know, we can probably go right back to 2018, because that, after this drop from 2017, right down to here, you know, this was the bottom of the bull market right here. And, you know, I sat through it for the longest time. I'm pretty sure many other crypto YouTubers did as well. So let's just measure it out from, you know, because if this was the top, like I said, the last one was roughly 1,066. If this is the top, how many days has it taken to get there? So from here to here, you're talking roughly 852 days. You can just see it up here. Let me just zoom this down a bit. Oh, that's not changing it. But it says here 852. You can see it, right? So this is another reason why I believe we may not be at the top of the bull market. Is that right? Did I measure that right from the bottom down here? Somewhere around here to here. Yeah, I think that we are in a. I think we could still be in a upwards trend market, and I'm going to explain my reasons why for that in a second. But I just want to also show you this. Oh, well, actually, before I even go any further, let's just look at like what 1,066 days would look like. Where would it take us? Where would it put us? So I'm just going to extend this now and just show you where I think how far this market could go then if we was to continue the bull run. 1,066. That will basically put us right back here. Oh, hold on, gone too far out. 1066 is what we're looking for. Here we go. That's 1060, 163, 165. What I'll do, 165 is there. I'm talking the day after, November the 15th. So maybe November the 15th, November the 16th. You know, towards the end of the year, we could probably see all-time highs. Should we continue to go up? You know, should we break the 50-day and all these other important key structures that we need to break, right? These indicators. But that's how long the last bull market lasted. So, you know, that's something to think about. Because then it makes you say, well, okay, well, where could we be now if we was in something similar to the last market? Well, if you wanted to, you could. You know, you could measure out, what did I say, 800 and something days is what we've done so far. You could measure that out if you wanted to. And like I said, you know, when I do these things, they're not always going to be the exact same thing as the past. You can't always say that the past is going to represent the future, but you can get a good insight. You know, right here it says 851, roughly. I think it was 852 before, wasn't it? But let's just take a little look. So from here to here, where would 800 days be? 850 days be from the lowest. So from the lowest to here, 850 days puts it round about, or 850 there. So, you know, we could, and again, don't know, technically from this saying we could be somewhere around here in the bull market, and we probably could, if we were to rise, have this extended, you know, massive super cycle all the way up, should it break up. Because I do believe that if Bitcoin does break this, you know, really key resistance right here on the RSI, we will see fast movement up really, really quickly, and we will set new highs. So yeah, that's something to pay attention to and to keep an eye on with the Bitcoin space, right? And obviously, like I said, it's going to bring the rest of the market up with it, all the crypto, and we might see another alt season spike really crazy as well. Let's just take a look over here, the Gaussian channel. Now, for me, the Gaussian channel is powerful because, and this is on the weekly time frame, because it always lets you know what kind of, if you're in trouble, basically, because every time that the Bitcoin prices enter the Gaussian channel, it's worked like a current. I think of I just think of Nemo when he's riding that turtle and one of the turtles gets flung out of the current, and I just think of it like that, it gets flung out the other side. And this has always happened every time. If you've ever seen movement, it usually gets flung out the other side. And where are we today? If it breaks below into the red, right, it gets flung out, right? But usually when you enter it, you're stuck in it for a period of time. But where are we today? Because if you look today, we haven't entered it yet. Matter of fact, it looks like we're riding off it and bouncing up. But the thing is, this Gaussian channel is rising every day. So Bitcoin has to keep rising in price. Otherwise, we may enter it on the weekly time frame. So that's something to pay attention to as well. What did it do on the last one? Because a lot of people compare this cycle to 2013. And 2013 cycle, as you can see here, look, after the bear run, the bull market, we had a bear cycle, and it got flung. See, it got flung through the other side, and then obviously it came out again. But have a look here. This part's important because if we are mimicking what happened before, then we could potentially be in something like this area here, and it didn't even touch it. It rode above it all the way, and it constantly stayed above it and saw more green candles. We could see something like this. Time's going to tell. But I would keep an eye on the Gaussian channel as well if you want to do that. And let's just take a look at this, because this one is the most important one of them all, and it's the stock to flow ratio. Because most people, when they look at this model, they pay attention to the prices. You can see the top of the markets are the spikes here, right? Every spike is the top of the market. We have the all-time high there, all-time high there, and then you can see down here, these are the lows. But no one pays attention to this model variant down here. And I think this really is important. Oh, just bloody zoomed in. Let me see if I can reset this. Hold on. Auto scale. Where's the reset? Here we go. Hold on. There we go. I think it's really important to be paying attention to this model variant. Now I'm going to flick it on and off so you can see the model variant has this red line here, right? And every time that, if you look at the markets where we had the all-time highs right here, right here, right here, we had red spikes above this middle line here that's coming across, and you can see here clearly we had red spikes, huge spikes, which signified we were at tops of the market. Same with the 2017, massive red spike, but we didn't see that in where we are now, 2021. Look, there's not been a massive red spike, which makes me think that we could still be in an extended bull period. And if anything, you can probably compare it to something like this area here. You saw some spike action, it came back down, and we're now floating around at the bottom in the greenish area. But I'm still waiting for this reddish spike to happen, because I haven't seen this, and I think that this is going to come, and that will really be the test of time for Bitcoin. We may see some absolute explosive gains, and prices just reach crazy highs, and it could very well work out that this model is correct, and it's it's still on par for what it's doing and everything. And to be fair, if you look at it again on the weekly time frame, let's just take the Gaussian channel off. And then let's just turn on the 20, is it 21 or where is it? Hold on, the 200 day if you wanted to see absolute support. Because, as far as I'm aware, it's never broken the 200 week moving average, as far as I'm aware. And, right down here, you can see how it would have a heavy support down here. Okay, we had a little bit of breakdown here with the 200 week moving average here, and it came back above. But it's held relative support through its entire history for the 200 week. And if you look over here, it does still look like it's in a bullish movement. To be fair, it could probably come right down to the 200 week and still be bullish. So when you look at it like that, it is kind of wild to think. But it's something again to keep your eye on, because it does show that we are in upward momentum. It can, even if you was to extend this here, you'd still see that price action came below there, and you can see price action below here. So yeah, you know, we are still quite bullish on the weekly, on the 200 supporting average, right? But one last thing I really want to show you before I go is this right here. I'm kind of chilled today. I'm just chilling, you know. I just woke up just chilling. What was that for? Anyway, the fear and greed index, because we are still in extreme fear. Get it out. And a lot of people are still, you know, unsure if they should be buying or selling, but I'm buying. And, you know, if you're a patron of mine, you know when I'm buying because I let you know. And if you want to become a patron, you're welcome to do so. 7 tiers, take your pick. I recommend it because, you know, you will see things that people don't see. And when this all-time high finally kicks in, you know, I'm going to let you know and you'll be taking your profits and everybody will be laughing and happy. Because I still think that this could be a good time to buy. And the charts speak of it as well, especially when you look at the fear and greed and you look at the chart like this, right? Click on the max. You know, we're down in these areas here. And the last time we saw it down here was back in March with that massive capitulation. And, you know, it's just screaming that it needs to spike up. So we may see some FOMO kick in. I don't know when, but you know, it's very likely that we may see some FOMO kick in and people panic to buy because they thought they should have bought at the time that they missed and all sorts. So yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on that. And yeah, so, you know, if I was to say look at any levels, at the bare minimum, this is what I'm looking at here. 16,900. If it does drop below, you might see it wick through down to 14k, but that's as low as it's going to get. And, you know, I got to keep it real with you because I like to give you the good and the bad, and that's at the worst it can be. And, you know, at the best, if this breaks now or over the next day or 2 or 3-4 days, you're going to see Bitcoin print an all-time high, and it's going to happen super fast. It's not going to be this little slow thing. I think it's going to happen really, really fast, and I think it's going to be like what you see in the past, a super cycle where when it breaks it rises fast, really, really fast, really, really quick. And yeah, and I'm talking really fast super cycles, so look out for it. I'm going to leave it here. This is a proper chilled one today for me. I've still got more videos that I'm probably going to upload anyway. But if this was helpful to you, please drop that like, give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Big up to you all. If you're new, welcome in. Hello. Big up. And yeah, shout out to my patrons. I got new patrons. I'm going to update my list and then obviously I'll do the new shout out. But thank you all. I really, really appreciate you all. And yeah, all the people in these tiers, I see you as well. So I'm going to shout you out. Are you ready for this long ass list? Shout out to Torian Ottery, It's Time, AJ, Frank C63, Clarence Dennison, Christopher Johnson, Jacob Adams, Mr. Anonymous, Stuart Chocolate, Carlos Rocha, Damaris, Samuel Stancox, Rahul the God, Dante Kennedy, RG Bizzle, Max Wiseman, Ridiax Robinson, Manny Sanchez, Catherine Chung, Tyrone Samuel, Stephen, I swear if that ant comes near me, I'm going to flick it off the screen. Where am I? Tyrone Samuel, Stephen Edwards, Edward, Abiola, Rachel Mack, Pamela Williams, Stacks on Racks, Rick, Geoffrey Williamson, Omar Thomas, Casper Nera, Evan Davis, CCP269. I've got to do it fast because I promise you, there's loads. Good Feels Nice, Dominic, Peter Stoddard, Belinda Spencer, Eric Foreman, Semyon, Fatima Price, Shawanda Owens, Tanner McLaren, Josh Wills, Marcel SSK, Kevin Ward, Sassovi, Michael Keel, Christopher Hoss, Christy, Peter Moser, Snowy, big up, D Swearing, Andrea Harden, Eric, Kelvin, William Fox, S-Jar, Claudette Tormiliosa, like Wingardium Leviosa. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. What am I laughing for? Anyway, just flip you up in the air because that's a sick little floating spell. Shakir Sane, Jeff Tomtich, Lamar Lee Seeley, Cody Harris, S, Daniel Hopkins, Cyril. I always get, you know what I mean. Alexander, look, big up to you. Alexander Ofori, Gilbert Baggins, Eric Jackson, Paul Forrest, Powell, Russell Cohan, Joseph Marcus, Crypto Mac, Andrew Queen, Gimme the Games, Videx, West AM, Ali, Mo Seach, I'm trying to do it fast, Fiat Jackson, Mike V, J Fave, Terry JC, Ollie, Orville Broomfield, I'm getting there, I'm getting there, I'm not halfway, Frank Essa, NASA, Ignacio, love that, because that's like a sick Harry Potter spell. G Crypto Lomon 7, Chris Chico, NM That Man, Francis Loco, Zach Adam, what am I laughing for? Mansour, Jem de Jaguar, Marcus Gittery, Robert Loss, exactly us, just flick that one out of your hand, you best believe. What am I laughing for? Stony Mac, can't help it. John Lowe, Ranjo Singh, Raffle Cooper, Aiden, Ezekiel Corey, Luke Ainsworth, Mr. Durant, Anthony Berry, TRG Investments, Marky Cersei, hello, Ryan Williams, Toucan, Santino, Joe, was it Joel? Let me know. Crazy Jam, Timothy J. Brusky, Renee, UKMC, No Name, Jack Slater, Pablo, Lena111, or Lena, let me know, one of them, Lena111, Sunny V, Crypto 1, Hanny Abu, Ricardo Vinegar, Shinadu, Oscar Vilgus, Crypto Moon, Night, hold on, new to you, Jackson Tepper, Francis Hernandez, Akbar, Jermaine Allen, David Adedeji, Chiquita, hello, John Sandoval, Optimus Page, Edgar Cortez, Ramil TV, Kirsten, Mr. Drew, SNCCC Mullen, Daddy Albus,
Listen, I told you, some come and gone. I'm getting mixed tongue twisted. Joshua Asher, Black Ape, Bob Russ, Eloy, Mikey, Mikey? User X20, I always get that one mixed up. I've got to scroll up. User X2019, Blackstar, Chillets Creations, Akis Voderus. That's that spell. Just mash up your ear. I can't say it, you know. Abed Hussein, Moises De Lopez, Michael, Josephus Samara, Nieno London, Chris Tap Dance. I'll just tap dance with you. Okay, I got to stop. Iris, Munchua Ahmed. I got to have fun with it, guys. It's just a long ass list. I mean, are you still sitting here? Because it's long. Joey J, Raj T, Brian Reedy, Terry, Carnell Goodman, Matthew Walker. Oh, it's gone the wrong way. Sarpage Singh, Dennis Boonman, Mark Peake, Ilya Chiu. Royal ID, Teddy Barrow, Hassan P, Makuga, Gordon McCulloch, Monica Matteo, Adam Allen, Ralph Green, Marcus Dunbar, Johnny Matthews, Michael James, Artud, Moises Gallery, Mrs. Carla V. Hello. Rizwan, A-Kings, or A-Kings, let me know. Ice Cat Trader, Davidas. Hold on, it just says Davidas. Doesn't say, okay, well, mate, half, just give you half, you know. Connie, A. Alamu, William Johnson, Anthony Donne, Karen Danik, I'm getting all tongue twist. Kimberly Gearman, All for One, Cylindel Tashuma, Stefan Coinage, PC World, because it's just PC, but it's just, I like it. What am I laughing for? Marky27, clear my throat, that's not a name. Dave, Chris Adlam, Crypto Newbie, Tom Rodriguez, where am I? Golden Bags, Slow Measy, Noel 21, Trevor Dawson, Jude Tam, Thierry. I told you, there's loads. And I'm halfway. Just you know, you might enjoy it. Joe Yusuf, Chucks Anderson, Splurge Ultra, RF Joy, Danny Rich, Erlstein, Carnivore 444, Morgan Kovar, Joe, Kapashkama, Alexis Pagan. I think it's Pagan. Let me know. Saraif X, Kevin V, Crypto Hustle, big up. Anish Patel, Aaron Nova, Mohammed Imran, Ankush Jane, Corey, Mario L, Vanessa Small, Elijah Ailendi, I think that's right. Moinu Hussein, Andrew Laramie, I'm getting there. Nadine Jordan, Eddie Laforme, Tony B, D Wheels, Riyadh Midacasso, there you go. Hash Matala, Suraj Rashid, Eamon Deep Whaler, Masixo, Master J, Daniel Brown, Leon Plus. I told you, it's just slowing me down. Why you got too many of you? But I appreciate it. Let me just keep going. DG Crypto, Adam Istvan, Theodore Wheaton. Hold on, what's my bloody phone doing? Where am I? Here we go. LD, Vincent Millett. Yep, that's right. Mauricio, Anoop N, Steve Hayar. There's so many. Ayman Rizvi, Janetta. Hello, Janetta. Legend Charles Knight, Asa Jones, Gabriel Vince McDowell. Yep, so I'm getting mixed up now. Duns River, Carrie, Gilbo Blaggins, Jake Ross, Cookie Crumbs, Cookie. I can't say it every time. Christian, Lee, Philip Stafford, Fund Me Now. I mean, if you know, I'll sort you out one day. Whatever. Crypto Dive, Maha Ramadan, Fiaz Ahead, Jim, yeah. Harsha, Bent Henson, Daniel Grigriu, I think that's right. Idle Piper, big up. I know you make crazy games with me. Shari T Zostek, well, you all make games with me. I know you do. We win, we lose. You know, it happens. Can't win them all. Deshanavation, Mustafa, Skylark. Hold tight, DJ Skylark. I'm in the place with the DJ Skylark. Big up. Okay, you know what I mean. I just gotta do it. Liz Reed. Look, I gotta start scrolling down now. Where am I? El Bengred, the A team / something else. Jacob Madaris, Dave Cathro, I think that's right. Richard Harmer, Carl Dawson, JP Deline, I think that's right. Joe Shawns, hold on, I'm getting there. Akeem Banks, Michelle Vanden Acker, hello. Rosemary Henson, Justin Levin, Via Financial, yeah, Via Financial, I say Via in London. Raycorn, Mr. Pauniti, Massey, Tonye Adakibi, Sear Coins, I think that's right. James Richards, Kasha Smith, Soul Seeker. I don't know, I just felt like I had to do like a heaven noise. Edit. Theodis, yeah. Rossi D, Paolo Baptista. You are Patreon, big up to you. Renton Bacco, because I spoke to you in it. Enigo Zubieri, I think that's right. Stefan Grunfeld, yep, gotta get it right. RGC, Visual, Lee Goodwin, those are two different names. RGC, Visual. Lee Goodwin, Jiba, yeah, that's right. Matthew 1, Tristan Miles, there's so many tongue twists. John Hung, Saif Rahman, May Ravel, I think that's right. Laurie Littrot, Alicia Abagus, I think that's right. Hold on. Nima Wambagu, Des, it's just too much. David Lang, Sayita, I remember that. Danny Ruddick, I'm scrolling down still. Who's still here? I told you there was too many. You thought I was joking. Kenny Brokaw, I think that's right. Brokaw. Aaron Nguyen, Nick Smith, Sandbox, Nazar, Sam Lenier, yeah, James Snowden, Pie, new names, Mr. Bonds, I can see the end, Double Starred, Mo Mill, Roy W, Tom Just, Mustaq Dean, Michael Knight, Medea, S. Terrell, Nate, Robert, John Carty, Josh Davis, Batch 1, VJ Kumar, is it Fuchs? I don't want to say the other one if it's a swear word. What am I laughing for? Devastator X, Francis B, and Christopher Hamilton. Look, I'm not even scrolling up anymore. Look, thank you guys so much. It's mad, crazy, ludicrous bomb. I didn't do it. Bomb. I see all you new patrons coming in, and I appreciate you all. And again, if you're still watching and you want to become a Patreon, did I even get it out? You're welcome to do so. 7 tiers, take your pick. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Cheers.